What is up, guys? So a ton of you guys have been asking slash begging for a room tour to happen on this channel because it's been quite a while, and there is a reason for that. And obviously most of you may know about it, but pretty much the reason I haven't been doing room tours at all this year is because it's just this year's been really full of a lot of change for me, and I've also been pretty busy, so it's been kind of difficult to get the room to a point where I would be okay with putting it on the internet. But yeah, I've decided that alright, I'm okay with this. This is not going to be up to my normal standards of cleanliness, and so just keep that in mind as we're going through this. I've had to completely, obviously move locations and fit twice as much stuff in a place that normally wouldn't have that much, so take it for what you will. Starting over here, here's the door into the outside. I'm not going to go too much detail into this other side because it is quite, messy, but as you can see, there's my dog. He's wearing a cone because he has a bit of a skin infection. But anyway, that's Lucas. So, yeah, over here it's pretty dirty and just, not video worthy, so I'm not going to go over there at all. But, yeah, that is the door into the rest of the house. Over here, this is kind of where I store a lot of my laptops, and I just kind of have a bunch of computers thrown around the room because I don't know where else to put them. I also use this kind of table just to keep my keys and things, and my wallet, and Apple Watch. I got an Apple Watch there. My work phone, this one, and that's just a random iPhone 6. You'll notice there's a lot of random technology as we go through this. But anyway, yeah, I got some headphones there, a couple of iMacs, older ones. And yeah, this is actually the switch for my wireless ambient lighting system. So as you might be able to tell, there's some blue lights up there. If I go and flick it off, it goes ahead and turns that off. So we wired that up before I moved in here permanently. But anyway, there's that. There's the light switch. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory. In this corner, I pretty much use this thing to house all of my laptops, and I have many. So a lot of you have been asking, can I make one video showing all of these? And I feel like if I did that, that would take over an hour because I just have so many. There's a bunch of laptops down there too. You just can't see them because they're all black. In these drawers, I just use them for kind of like computer related stuff. I got a bunch of power adapters here. Got screwdriver sets, hard drives, RAM, suction cups, that type of stuff. In there, I'm not even going to go in there because it's a mess. There's just pretty much cables, wires, and that type of thing over here. In there, I mean. And yeah, there we have an iMac G4 with a bunch of other random crap strewn across the desk. Not too interesting, so I'm not going to go over that. This desk I kind of just use as the test bed, or just kind of, a place to put the laptops. I have a universal charger over here, which pretty much means I can plug any one of these in and just use one charger for them. Also have a couple of MagSafes, and that's a Compaq, an HP adapter there, and a Dell. So I pretty much have setups for everything. This also has a USB port on it, so I can plug iDevices in and stuff. So that's cool. There is my late 2013 15-inch MacBook Pro, which a ton of you probably know about. This was my main machine for 3 years, so I still have it. I just am keeping it there because it has some sentimental value now. Anyhow, back there just got some office supplies and things, nothing too interesting. I got the keys for my 98 Accord over there. Some more laptops here. That's a Dell XPS 13 and a Precision M6400. Both of them I have done videos on. This laptop I pretty much only use just to tune my car, and I don't really do that a whole lot, so just kind of sits there most of the time. Again, mostly just office supplies and stuff. This is kind of just random stuff that's sitting there. There's the remote for my amplifier, which is under the desk. Nothing too interesting there. Down here, again, more computers, nothing too surprising there. This stuff I just use for storage. I'm not going to go into it too much, but this stuff I just kind of store screwdrivers and SIM card and screwdrivers and stuff like that. But I said screwdrivers twice, wow. Anyway, yeah, again, in here, most of the same thing. This has a lot of cables and stuff in it, but yeah, there you go. So that's pretty much this corner of the room. Over here we have the most interesting part. These were the two desks, of course, that I had at my other place, and this is kind of the main setup. So this is going to be the IKEA, let's see, what is it? The Galant. Yeah, it's the Galant L desk. They don't make this anymore, but I've been using this desk since mid 2013, and it's been great. So really, really happy with it. And so, of course, I picked up another one just to accompany it. But anyhow, the heart of my setup these days is a 2017 15-inch MacBook Pro. This is the higher end 2.9 gigahertz one with the 4 gigabyte Radeon 560X 512 gigabyte SSD. And yeah, so that's a nice one. Of course, I have it flanked by two Asus 21.5-inch 1080p monitors, both on monitor arms for symmetry. Pretty nice there. My keyboard is a Ducky One mechanical, which is cool. I picked this up earlier this year. It's blue switches, blue backlight, pretty nice. Pretty happy with it. The mouse is a Logitech G502. Yeah, G402, sorry. So that's pretty much the main setup. Over here in terms of audio, we have a Shit Audio Fulla 2. And yes, that's what it is. You can go ahead and look it up if you don't know about Shit Audio, but there you go. And then we have the Audio-Technica ATH M50Xs that I've been using for about 2.5 years now. So there you go. On the left side, we just have my iPhone 8, 256 gigabyte. I'm probably just going to keep this phone this year, honestly. I'm not really too impressed with the rumors on the new iPhones, so yeah, probably just going to end up keeping that. Behind the MacBook Pro, we have my NAS, which is a WD MyCloud 4100EX. I believe I have 8 terabytes of total storage there, but I believe I put it in RAID 0, so I only have 4. Right? I can't remember which RAID I put in, but anyway, I mirrored it for obviously data protection reasons, so there's that. There on to the right is a 3 terabyte WD drive that I previously used for backups, and I still do, so pretty much I keep a lot of the media on the NAS, but then I use that one strictly for Time Machine backups. So there we have a mouse bungee for the mouse cable so it doesn't get hung up. That's pretty nice. And yeah, that's pretty much the top of the setup. This has been this type of setup I've been using ever since I got that MacBook Pro, and it's been working quite well. So that's that. Of course, under the setup we have my amp for the speaker system, which I don't use too often, and a subwoofer. And there's a pillow so I can rest my feet without them, hurting and stuff. Got a little Mac Pro there, a trash can, and a heater and some other non-interesting crap down there. Those two bags have my cameras in them. Of course, one of them I'm using currently. We have some Good Cushion alcohol because that's what we do over here at the Ryan Garrett headquarters. But yeah, there you go. Pretty much over here we just got a couple of little things that I don't really feel like going into detail about, just kind of knickknacks and stuff. And over here for the mic setup, we have the Samson CO1U Pro. I use that, of course, just for voice chats and stuff with my friends. So there you go. Of course, that's on an arm to make it convenient. I can just, pull it down when I want to use it and pick it back up when I don't. So there you go. This desk, it pretty much just houses my custom build, which I don't really use too often, but there it sits. I just pretty much only use that for gaming, and I don't do that very often anymore. So but anyway, there it is, just a Samsung 1080p monitor, and then my old keyboard and mouse that I used to have on the main setup over there. Also got, an Xbox controller because it's a gaming PC, of course it does. And that there is actually my Linksys router, which I just use for pretty much just an access point. We have another router downstairs, which is the main one, but I just use that as an access point for the older computers that don't have a lot of Wi-Fi range. So there you go. Over here, pretty much just got some energy drink type stuff and some meds for my dog, but not too interesting there. Some water bottles there, remote for my air conditioner, which we'll get to in a second. But yeah, there you go. On the wall above the setup, I just have, some pictures and things. And then on these two shelves, I just have a bunch of my iPhone boxes and stuff because I didn't really have anything else or any place else to put those. Got a cord cube photo because, why not? And then a little thermometer so I can keep track of, how hot it is in here because sometimes it does get quite hot in here. Same thing over here, just more iPhone boxes. The little fake plant for the feng shui, and then an iPhone 2G, an iPad, and an iPod Shuffle. So there you go, just kind of a aesthetic type stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Over here in this corner, this is probably the dirtiest corner of the room and kind of the reason I didn't want to make this video, but whatever. This desk I kind of just use for car related stuff, so I got some fluids, I got my impact gun, torque wrench, a bunch of other stuff that I don't really feel like mentioning, and then down there of course there's some more tools and things that I just kind of keep around for when I need them. And a random Dell computer thrown in there because why not? Here's my LG air conditioner, which I haven't really been using lately, but this summer it definitely helped because sometimes, you know, it can get to 80, 85 degrees up here because it's, you know, I'm on the second floor, so it makes it even worse. So there you go, there's that. Of course, I have that hose going out to the window, as you guys may have seen before. Over there, again, just a bunch of crap. We got some monitors. That's a bag I use for like recycling stuff. Got some filters for my car and some other stuff I don't feel like mentioning. To the right of the, you know, the messy desk here, we have my Brother wireless laser printer, which is obviously on the network. I realized after I moved that I still needed a printer, so I had to buy one of those. Down there, just a filing cabinet and some old computers, you know, some more Dell computers there. There's a chair that I haven't had a place to put, so that's where it sits, and a Macintosh SE, which I also haven't had a place to put, so there it is. Over here in this corner, this desk is kind of, you know, dedicated to the iMac that I received from my mom after she passed. She wanted me to have it, so there it is. It is a late 2013 21.5-inch iMac with the quad-core i5, and yeah, I just wanted to have a place to put it, so there it is. And then that's also an iPhone 7 that I also received from the same place. So just kind of keep that stuff there as you know, just because. I'm sure you guys understand. Over there's a printer I don't use anymore. We got a heater, which I'm going to have to bust out in probably a month or two, and a box fan. So, yeah. Again, just a bunch of other little knickknacks and stuff that are pretty self-explanatory, so I don't really feel the need to go through that stuff. And then, of course, I just have some posters on the wall. And, yeah, more posters over here, Honda Accords and the shit audio poster. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really feel like I missed out on anything that was important, so I'd like to thank you guys for watching this room tour, and hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.